Oh my gosh. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Hispanic Guy Talks. See, but before we start, what do you guys think? Should I just keep going with the Hispanic Guy Talks, or do you think I should change it to Spanish Guy Talks? Does it seem more better for you guys? Let me know. So I want to talk to you guys about this whole issue that's going on with Jordan Peterson, and if you guys saw recently, there was this interview that he did with, I believe, Wendy Mesley. Was it Wendy Mesley? Wendy Mesley from the CBC, and she was basically like, I know how journalists, I know how anchors, especially when they have like a certain agenda, especially when their outlet has a certain agenda, they would try to push that person into that corner and just not really attack them, but very like in a verbal sense to try to persuade them into being like, okay, this is what we're trying to get you to admit it. And so they wouldn't really just say like, admit it, you're part of the alt-right, you're part of the white supremacists, just tell us right now. No, basically Wendy Mesley was interviewing Jordan Peterson, and she was basically explaining to him how there's this picture that's being surrounded on the internet, it's being published, and it shows that you are holding a Pepe flag, okay? And apparently the ADL, or the Southern Poverty, is considered it's anti-Semitic, it's racist, it's the alt-right has adopted it. And also I see that one of those kids, one of those individuals who you're in this photo with is holding his hand and doing the OK sign. And apparently the OK sign is it basically means white power. And it's adopted by the alt-right. It's adopted by white supremacists and white nationalists. And did you know that? Can you condone that? Were you surprised to know that? Peterson's response was terrific. He spoke it how it was, and it's not like how he condemned what those kids did, or try to defend the alt-right. He said it like it is, because truthfully, I think it's the most stupidest thing that we'll actually have to deal with, to see big anchors, big media outlets such as the CBC, basically funded by us as Canadians. Okay, so to have a media outlet say stuff like that, you just look so pathetic. I'm sorry, it really does. Okay, the photo that Jordan Peterson is featured with the two people, it's been published by the media outlet that I associate with. It's Freebird Media, and they're honestly a media outlet who is very unbiased. They're very balanced. I've seen them go to rallies. I've seen them go to protests. You can tell they're not on either side, but they're just on the side of free speech, and they believe in liberty, and they believe in goodness, right? The founder, Alex Bong, he's a really cool guy. I've met him. I've chilled with him at times. He is not a white supremacist. He's not a Nazi. He's not even close to it. Honestly, him and I, we have maybe differences. We have different views. There's things that he believes in that I don't agree with, but it's cool. I honestly don't condone it, and I respect the work that he's done, and I appreciate the time that I've been working along with him in some things. And it'll be really cool that sooner we're gonna have an interview together, him and I. I guess he just wants to interview what I do, and how did I start out this channel and whatnot. It's just a nice quick interview, and he's a really cool guy. So the fact that this interviewer is trying to push to Peterson, being yeah, who are these people, do you associate with them? I know what she's trying to pull. She's not close to how Kathy Newman was, but she's kind of getting there. So that's the funny. A year ago, when journalist Cassandra Fairbanks and Mike Cernovich went to the White House, they went to the press room, and in the press room they took a photo, and in this photo it shows that they have they're doing the OK sign. Now the OK sign, this is what mostly people in the media and just leftists just don't understand is that we troll them like a lot. We troll these blue check, high professional journalists to think that this is a white power sign, that this is a white nationalist, alt-right, neo-Nazi sign, and they believe it. Because we do that as like a community of trolls that we are, okay? The alt-right, the people who really align with white identitarian, believe in white supremacy and all that nonsense, okay? They like to troll them too, and they'd be like, yeah, yeah, white power, this is white power, But unfortunately, these journalists, they take their word for it and be like, yeah, that means white power. So, that's pretty much what they're doing. That's pretty much the alt-right. That's pretty much a Nazi when someone does the OK sign. But what about this man, or this lady, or this man, and this man? Like, really? Do you even get it? Do you even see it? Just because the alt-right adopted something doesn't mean it's literally theirs. It doesn't really make sense. You know what I mean? It all started when Cassandra Fairbanks basically posted a photo of her with Mike Cernovich doing the OK sign. And so then Fusion is actually a digital media outlet, and I believe Univision actually owns. And so then this Fusion reporter said, just two people doing a white power hand gesture in the White House. See, when you say that, you can easily look at the language that she pushes to know that it's like, she's not being sarcastic, but this is how journalists like to do, like they like to play around with things, but they're saying it in a serious tone, as in like, yeah, it's like just two Nazis in the White House. And inside of them, they're just like, what the heck? You know what I mean? But you're being trolled, honey. The man and the woman in the picture are each smiling with one hand, each at shoulder height, index fingers and thumbs touching in a gesture widely understood as meaning okay. Leading up to Roller's tweet, however, internet trolls at the website 4chan has been working on a hoax conspiracy called Operation OKKK, meant to spread the idea that white supremacists had adopted the OK signal as a white hand gesture. Mike Cernovich, the man in the picture, even appeared to pat himself on the back when Roller tweeted out the condemnation. Trap was set and they walked into it, he wrote on April 29th. Fake news looked trivial, absurd, and most of all, dishonest. Cassandra Fairbanks, the woman in the picture, meanwhile brought a federal defamation complaint against Roller in Washington. And honestly, good for her. Good for her. That's the thing. It's like these journalists, they live in New York, they live in LA, they live in these very liberal cities. And do you really think they have time to actually fact check and be like, okay, this is just some troll. This is just some operation from 4chan that they just want to troll us journalists. No, they just go look to their other colleagues, they'll look to their other friends in the media world, and they be like, oh, you wrote that about white supremacists and the OK sign? Oh, okay, so I guess it's true. I guess it's right that, so I guess this means white supremacy because W and then P. So it's pretty sad to see that. I mean, this is what Mike says. The OK hand sign being used as a white power symbol was quickly debunked as a hoax orchestrated by an online alt-right group to show they would convince people on the left that the gestures had been cooperated by neo-Nazis. Fairbanks told BuzzFeed in April, there was a troll meme going around saying it meant white power, but it was a joke because Trump supporters are always being called Nazis, even when it isn't true. According to the suit, after the claim was debunked, Roller deleted the tweet and post purporting to explain the photo. The lawsuit characterizes the deleted tweet as an effort to erase her tracks. Well, I mean, the internet doesn't die. The internet's always there forever, so you can't do nothing about that. Pretty much that's how the story is. And it's kind of sad because people like Wendy Mesley from CBC, people with high statuses, high professional statuses, got the blue check mark on Twitter and have probably over 100 to 300 to 1 million followers on Twitter. The reporters, journalists, they fall for these things. They fall for these things because they live in either the most liberal cities like New York and LA, And like, who are they gonna trust? Are they gonna trust people who understand these things, understand about meme culture, or are they gonna understand their fellow colleagues who also are liberal, who also have like the same narrative? So they're like, yeah, I really want white supremacy. Yeah, that's a symbol of white power. That's basically they're trying to adopt right now, and they believe it. And the sad thing is that it just goes more stronger, and until celebrities even see it, because celebrities would trust liberal journalists from New York and LA than just, an independent journalist who just wants to take down every side and is just being fair to the whole game. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say about this. I'm getting tired that people are actually taking these things seriously, to see that a photo that Professor Jordan Peterson was featured in with two guys means that, like, he's basically aligned with the alt-right or the far-right. Like, he's not even close. This man is speaking so much against about the alt-right and about the far-right. He's hated by both the far-right and the far-left. So I don't really understand where is that coming from. Do you really think these people check their facts? I don't. By from what I'm seeing, it doesn't look so. So yeah, hope you guys like this video and take care.